Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jen, this is my channel Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole, my little corner of YouTube where I come to talk to you about all things cross stitch. I am also the designer behind Wild Dragon Crafts, and that's quite important because I have some new releases to show you today. It's been about 6 weeks since I've done my last video because I did the Summer of Stitching releases and I've done a whip parade. And thank you so much to everybody that's watched that and subbed, and I never expected it to get 500 views, let alone over 2,000 views, and over 100 of you hit the subscribe button. Took to take me up to 770 subscribers, and I'm just blown away. Absolutely blown away. Thank you to everybody that's given me a shout out, because quite a lot of you have, and I did try to write everything down, but our house has been a bit chaotic lately and I can't find the list. So it's not that I'm not thanking you individually, I'm thanking you all as a whole. I know Stitchy Squirrels, Kim has given me a shout out, Shell, Cheesecake and Cross Stitch, photo because I got to meet her the other week. Charlie over at Charlie Feathers has given me a shout out. Oh, there's so many, there's loads of you, and I literally can't remember all of you, so I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means so much, and I'm pretty sure if you tagged me, I've watched your video and I've commented. If I haven't, you're in my watch later list. I literally, I've been working 12-hour shifts and I'm watching videos as and when I get time. But thank you so much to everybody who's hit that subscribe button. It really does mean the world to me. I do have a giveaway. We'll do that in a bit. I'm not going to do it now, we'll do it in a bit. I did say when I hit 700 subs, that's what I would do. And, well, you've got to keep to your promises, haven't you? So, as I said, there is some sort of order here. I don't know what it is, but there is. I've got new releases to show you from my shop over on Ko-Fi. I've got 3 new starts, 1 whip, and bits of haul. Stuff I've forgotten to show you in the past, stuff I've just found and gone, oh, I never showed everybody that. And new stuff that's come in because, yeah, I hit the buy button in it. So, I'll do the shop update first. Oh, and I've got a Stitchy challenge to share with you all. I'm really proud of that, so that'll be on there at some point in the video too. So, firstly, I did show this one in my whip parade. Oh no, they're all attached. This is not good. That's a really bad lacing job by me, that is. I did show this one on my whip parade, but I know not everybody watches whip parades. So obviously I'm going to share it again. And it's Life's a Beach. I found this frame in The Range, which is a UK sort of bit of everything shop, I suppose, because you literally can get a bit of everything in there, even food now, which is weird. I saw this frame and I had this spawn into my brain. Life's better at the beach. And I love the beach. I'm a beachy girl. Don't get to go as often as I'd like to, even though I live like 8 miles away. But yeah, we've got a little seahorse, we've got a little crab, seagull, boat, and as with all my patterns, I've set it up with these colours, but you could pick whatever colour you wanted. It's available on my Ko-Fi. I just love this, and now it can finally, 2 months later, go pride a place where it should supposed to be live, which is in my bathroom, because it's sort of a seasidey beachy theme, which my husband finds really weird, and we just won't go into that. But yeah, that's the first one, Life's Better at the Beach. Then I'm very moon enabled, and I've been mulling over some smalls ideas. Now these are only in temporary housing. I want to get frames for these, but I haven't found any frames that I wanted. And I came up with a set of 3. And I've also listed them individually too. And it's The Moon Made Me Do It, Moon Magic, and Shoot for the Moon. And my best friend's texting me. I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Yeah, those 3. They're £3 each, or I think it's the whole set for £7. Again, you could do these in metallics or étoile, or you could pick your own colours. You could do all different colours. You could do yellow moons, you could do blue moons, you could put some colour in the potion bottle. Oh, 3 hoops together, it's really hard to control. Try not to hit my mic because I know how annoying that is to headphone users, so I'm trying to be mindful of that too. But yeah, those were the next ones I came up with, and all 3 of these took just under a skein of DMC B5200. I think it was B5200. Huh. And then the reason I haven't done much stitching on whips is because of this one. I am so proud of this one. So proud. Cereal Tea Co. Spill the Tea. When I say getting the greys right for this and trying to get folds of fabric or representations of folds of fabric, I love it. I love it. And I've just realised there's actually supposed to be 3 stars there, and I haven't put them in yet. But there is actually supposed to be 3 stars here as well, which I will get put in. There's 3 versions of this. There's this version, obviously. I've done the stars in metallic. I don't know if you can see that. They're in one of my new nerd hoops, my anthracite grey nerd hoop, which I got from Hobby Jobby, I think. Cross Stitch Sarah sent me a link because they were slightly cheaper than the ones on Amazon. So yeah, sorry, I digress. This version, then this with that underneath and that underneath, so it's slimmer and longer. And then one with a quote saying, serving the High Lords of Prithian for 500 years. And then Morty suggested an asterisk of served in the finest Prithian bone china as a nod to the bone carver. Yes, the bone carver. I couldn't remember the character's name then. So yeah, I'm super, super proud of this. I love it to bits. Again though, if you wanted to change the colour of the cup, you could. If you've got better greys than that, go for it, because I literally pulled from stash. Oh yeah, I pulled from stash because I didn't have a wide range of greys, so I put together what was the best. And this was 3799, and I had to go all the way up to Hobbycraft to get it to finish 8 stitches. Because I literally ran out 8 stitches to go, and I was not ordering 3799 on the internet and paying postage. I just decided to spend £1.50 on a skein in Hobbycraft instead. But that's the one I'm proud of. Don't get me wrong, I am super proud of them all. But this is the one I'm the most proud of, because this really tested my designing skills and pushed me past my comfort zone, because I do a lot of font stuff, but I don't do a lot of this type of thing, and the amount of scratchy sketches littered around my house of this guy, it's not even funny. But yeah, I watched Needle Lot Designs did a reel or a post, I think it was Needle Lot Designs, and they basically said just get it down and you can fix it after. And it was literally just me frantically, because I don't have a tablet or anything, I literally work with my mouse, and trying to draw with a mouse, especially the one that I've got, because I get RSI in my wrist from work. It's a sideways ergonomic mouse, so trying to draw like that is just, it's really interesting. So yeah, super proud of all of my designs so far this past 6 weeks. If you want them, the links will be in the description box down below. And yeah, I think that's enough waffling about the shop for now. I'm not very good at self-promotion, people. I kind of feel, I don't know, if you like it, you like it. Pop along and have a look. On to new starts, because once I finished that, I just wanted something new to start. So, of course, I designed a Witch Lives Here, which is available on my coffee shop, and now I'm working on the model stitch for that. So it's going to be a Witch Lives Here. There's going to be a skeleton and some books here. There's going to be a moon with a bat. I will put a picture up so you can see what it's going to look like. The mock-up has it on green fabric, so I had some hand-dyed lime green fabric, and I thought, well, I'll chuck it in there. And yeah, that's as far as I've got so far. Again, my old nerd hoops. If I'm working on a project, it tends to live in the hoop and I won't take it out. Just because it's easier to pick up and put down. But this is on an 18 count hand-dyed by me fabric. And yeah, it's mainly all black, so I'm not going to say you'll see it in the next video, but at some point you're going to see it. Then Mama Loves You GB was having a sale or discount. Yeah, I think she was having a discount. And she showed a project from a place she visited with some other designers last year, Hardwick Hall. I don't know, the name escapes me, but there was a sign there that said, "I am old and fragile, please sit elsewhere." So I made a start on that, on some of this. I have taken this one out of the hoop because this fabric is horrific, but it's gonna look really good when it's stitched up. And I've used the MC 500, and that's as far as I've gotten. And this is going to get turned into a little pillow because I have an antique milking stool in my hallway. But when the kids were little, they loved to sit on it, and I'd be forever, please don't, because it might just collapse because it's over 100 years old. And while they're all grown up now and they're not likely to sit on it, I think seeing this on that chair is going to give them giggles when they visit. So this fabric, I honestly have no idea what it is. As you can see, it's slub heavy. It's one of those fabrics I have to be really slow stitching because stitches will slip under this. No idea what count it is, but I do know I did general store from Stone Street Stitch Works on this fabric, and I've got about this much fabric left. So I'll probably find something else to stitch on it, and then it's gone. I never want to see this fabric again to stitch on, ever. But it does look really good. And yeah, so that's Old and Fragile, Please Sit Elsewhere from Mama Loves You GB. And I just can't wait to get that finished. And then finally, I started Floating Isle from Autumn Lane Stitchery. And this fabric I bought ages ago for this pattern specifically. And yes, while I said I keep things in nerd hoops and hoops, these two I haven't because I was trying to do a tidy up of everything I had and take stock of the hoops I've got. And I've got so many hoops. So this is a fabric from River Hut Designs. Can't remember the name of it because I can't remember where the piece of paper's gone. But I've got the hill and the start of the trees on ready. That's not actually a bad representation of the colour either. And it's a giant turtle with a little house and some trees floating through the clouds. Gives me very Discworld-y vibes. And I've never done an Autumn Lane Stitchery before, and I didn't want to do one of the big ones off the bat, so when I'm trying a new designer, I either look for a free chart or a small chart to do, just to give me an impression of what it's like to stitch their designs. So yeah, those are my 3 new starts. Now, I've got a whip, and then I will explain my cross stitch hockey challenge to you once I've shifted all of my purchases, or stash enhancement, or accoutrement as Kim likes. There's progress on Pokemon. I've put this next to me on my sofa so that when I'm feeling particularly not sure what to stitch on, I can pick this up and do a thread or two. So the last time you saw it, it looked like this, and it'll be a screenshot of the last video. And I've done this, started filling in by here, and I'm hoping once I get that page sorted, I'm either going to go across or down. I haven't decided yet. That way would be the closest to the edge, that way not, but the way I've put it in the Q snap, I'm probably going to come across. I don't have a Pokemon needle minder. I have no idea what that noise is. Possibly the kids outside playing. I don't have a Pokemon needle minder, so it's my axolotl from Don't Step on Your Needle. Giant scrunchie from somewhere on Etsy. And the needle minder on which is from Kate Blanford. Sorry, that noise is really distracted me. Let's see if that makes a difference. Sorry. I started this video about 5 times, so I'm not like stopping and restarting. As I was saying, yeah, ice hockey stitching challenge. So cross stitch, ice hockey cross stitch challenge. And I've put cross check and cross stitch as the hashtag. Not that hashtags really work anymore, but you know. So Lynn the Yorkshire Stitcher created a football challenge, and she's got a Facebook group. I'm not setting up a Facebook group. I'm not a fan of Facebook. But I did join the group to have a little look and see how it all worked. And they did speak to her and say, can I pinch your idea and tweak it? So basically, pick your favourite ice hockey team. I've put EIHL and NHL on here, but it could be any, because there's so many different hockey leagues around the world. I wasn't going to list them all. Pick your team, and then I've given a list of things you assigned and assigned numbers. You don't have to pick my numbers. You don't have to do them all. It's just a list of things, and you could go pick 5 of them if you wanted. You could do them all if you wanted. You could entirely put it against a player, make it your own thing. So basically, for every goal scored, there's 50 stitches. For every penalty, 20. Face-offs, 10 points. For every goalie save, I've changed it to 5 because I was talking to... Name's gone completely out of my head. I am so sorry. I was talking to somebody else, and they basically messaged me and went, yeah, I'm changing that number because there was an insane amount of goalie saves on the game that they were tracking, and it would have been over 2,000 stitches for that alone. If you lose a game, it's 50 stitches. A home win, 100. An away game win, 70. So you get the picture. If I zoom in a bit. So yeah, if you want to join in, carry on. I have put with this a list of all the UK EIHL teams. So you've got Belfast Giant, there's 10 teams. You've got Cardiff Devils, which is my team. You've got Nottingham Panthers. Do you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to probably cut that bit out because you don't need to sit there and watch me sitting here going, But yeah, basically there's a load of UK teams. You've got the NHL in America, which is huge. There's a European League. We play a lot of those teams throughout pre-season. So there's tons of games you could pick from. You could just literally write a list, pick a name out of a hat. And it's a way to get some stitches into projects. So yeah, if you want to join in, feel free. If you have any questions, shoot me a message on Instagram. If you want a copy of this, I can DM it over to you. It's not a problem if you can't, but you can screenshot from my highlights. And yeah, join in and have some fun with cross check and cross stitch. Sorry, that was like totally chaotic. Let's do the giveaway before we do haul, is it? Yeah. If I can find it. So, for hitting 700 subscribers, I am giving away Chubby Bee pattern, Chubby Bee, and I stash dove. I have put some washi tape on this. It's not very tacky washi tape, and crinkle. I'm giving away a piece of bee honeycomb fabric that you can stitch it on. And it's in the original bag that I bought it into. Ooh. So yeah, if you want to win a piece of fabric and Chubby Bee by Jeanette Douglas, say the word bee. put it in a sentence, just put the word be. You must be a subscriber. You must be over 18 for me to get your address. Please don't say any of the troll words. Touch wood. I haven't had any yet, but I don't want to start that either. So that is my giveaway bundle for 700 subscribers. And I'm going to do another one when I hit 1,000, if I hit 1,000. At the moment, I'm more than, you know, I'm just grateful that I have subscribers. So yeah. Now, I will move on to haul. I know that's not everybody's idea of fun, so if you want to go now, ta-ra, see you in the next video. I hope you've enjoyed. Please hit like, chuck a comment down below, and see you in the next video. If you're staying for haul, there's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. It's spread over a couple of months though, because like as things have come in, I've forgotten to show you all. So, again, cross-stitch Sarah has a lot to answer for. I didn't know that you could get frills. And I have these patterns. So, obviously now I have to get the frills and I have to incorporate these into the patterns. I've started this one, but I think this is going to go between the houses and the lighthouse. Because that reminds me of Mevagissey Feast Week, and they walk around with like giant fish ornaments, banners, I don't know, it's a fishing village, so I got that one. I might change the big tall bird, I don't know, and I got the honey frill, a honey of a frill, because I've got Honey Tiny Town. Can't remember where I bought these because I don't make notes of anything, and because I love the coast and I find it immensely hilarious that nobody else likes seagulls, but I know, I bought Beach Rat, and it is going to be stitched exactly like that because I saw this and I was like, I love that. Beach rat, and they are beach rats. One of our neighbours across the road occasionally throws a full loaf of bread in the middle of the street, and it is literally like something out of the birds. And these guys use my roof as a landing strip, so you can often hear them going dun 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 dun. I don't know how that's going to work with solar panels though. But yeah, beach rat, honey of a frill, and seaside frill. So those are chart purchases. Trying to keep all my charts and stuff together. Then I ordered, this is Charlie's fault, because Charlie showed that she bought a massive wad of even weave from Florishell, so obviously I had to go and do the same. This is 100 by 70, and this is going to be for my gallery wall. Now, I think it was my last Flosstube, I showed you my Sakura challenge. Since then, I have completed an Iceland one. And yep, that glows in the dark. That was 50 miles. So there is a seller on Etsy, again, who's, I swear to God, my brain has just vacated the building today. Seller on Etsy that does little landscapes, tiny little landscapes. So I'm going to create a gallery wall. And for every one of these I do, I'm going to try and find a subsequent little art piece. And I'm going to make an adventure challenge walk gallery wall. With some designs from Etsy or wherever, and sometimes the designs I'm going to come up with myself. I also completed Santorini. This one was 41 miles, and these are awesome. So I've got a little Santorini one. I did go and buy a Japanese Sakura one, because even though I did a stitch for that, now that I'm doing like a little mini gallery wall, obviously I didn't want to leave that one out. So I'll be doing another Sakura challenge stitch. And I didn't click the right button for the current challenge I'm doing. So the medal has turned up already. And it is the city of Troy. And this is 68 miles. And this guy comes off. And you see all the little dudes on the inside. And then it goes back on. And then you've got a classic battle on the back. So I'm going to design a little city or a little Trojan war horse on a plinth. And I'm going to put him in my gallery because I can't find anything. And I want him there. And I think he'd be super cute. So that's what some of this is for. Some of it is also for, that's do my head in, there's thread. Is it attached to anything? No. Some of this is going to be for that. Some of this is going to be for the new Steady Thread Halloween sale, which I think is going to be the Addams Family house. I'm sure it's the Addams Family house. I don't think she's actually said it's the Addams Family house, but I get like the deepest suspicion that it's the Addams Family house. Then I also ordered some 18 count black because I don't mind stitching on black. I've got 3 projects in mind and I don't think I've bought enough. So I'm not going to tell you what one of the projects is because I'm not sure how it's going to work. So I want to stitch it before I show you all. Those are from Florashell. If you want big bolts of fabric, not in any fancy hand-dyed colours or anything, but if you fancy big pieces of fabric, definitely go give Florashell a shout. It's cheaper on their website than it is on eBay. Then I ordered Hermes wings, which was the July exclusive from River Hut Designs. Nathnolu has Little Crafty, an owl, badger, a crow, and they're all going to go on this piece of fabric. Like they're all sitting in the living room having their own little private retreat. The lovely Charlie Feathers. Coffee Craft Fabric showed this absolutely stunning piece of fabric on one of her Sunday thingies, Sunday specials, Sunday fight clubs. I don't know what's actually called. Raspberry Ripple. By the time I remembered and went to go, "Oh, me please," they were all gone. But Charlie went, "Jen, do you want to go halvers with me because it's a massive piece of fabric and I'm only going to use half of it?" And I was like, "Oh, yes, please." And the lovely lady at Coffee Craft Fabrics reached out to Charlie and went, "I'll invoice Jen half, and I'll invoice you half, and I'll serge them for you as well," which is really super lovely. So, you know me, I'm not really pink, but I absolutely fell in love when I saw this colourway. I was like, it's my childhood. And I was also in a fabric club. It's got to be about 4 years ago now, and for reasons, the club got delayed by quite a long time. So I reached out to Kim the dyer and was like, "I know you're catching up, but I just want some fabric. How about you just select 5 of whatever threads to match or not match, whatever, and just send them to me. I don't mind if it's not the club colour, that monthly colours. I just want the fabric." And she was like, "Yeah, totally love it, totally cool. I actually like that idea." So what she's doing is once a month when she's doing her colours, she's just sending me something. So I'm getting tagged of Jen, sort of, or something like that, or kind of. I've packed a load of this stuff away, so I can't show you everything, but I kept forgetting to show you. So we've got Mint Melody, which is really nice green. I love a green. We've got Palmer Love, which is a pinky purple. We've got Bubblegum Ripple. I saw a pink on pink that would look good on that. And Lavender Mist, which is like a very pale grey purple colour. and she was sending me some colours along with them because I think I was 2 threads and 1 fabric. So there was a pink for one of them, which I think is I think that's the Palmer Love, I could be wrong. Then you've got the Lavender Mist thread. I think I had a green, and I had a little note to say, sorry, this one doesn't match the fabric, but I didn't mind anyway, called Shepherd's Hat, I think. Shepherd's Warning, sorry, not Shepherd's Morning. And it's like oranges and browns and pinks and purples and stuff. I've actually put an order in to come out with my last Threat Fabric Club for, I can't remember the name of it, to stitch up one of my designs, which is Welcome, Hello Burr Months. I'll put a picture here. It's got foxes and trees and foxes and leaves and stuff. Squibbles, there's a squibble, 2 squirrels. Yeah, so it's a monochromatic piece, and I thought, oh, I'll get some hand-dyed thread to go and stitch that up. And then finally I got my copy of Witchy Stitching. This book is amazing, and I'm not going to do a flip through because Laura at Cotton and Clay has done an amazing flip through. You don't need me to just copy someone else who's done it probably better than me. I would just point out a couple of my favourites. Nevermore, I love that. Shell, when I met up with Shell, I took it for her to have a little look at, because she was getting it for her birthday. And where's it gone? We decided, although I don't think either of us have started, we were going to do, sorry, we were going to do this one together, Know Your Power. I was going to change the letter wording, but the more I look at it, the more it's starting to grow on me, even though it's like a very odd greeny browny colour. There's probably a better picture of it there. But everything in this book is amazing, and there's some absolutely fantastic descriptions and explanations. I mean, it's definitely bang for your buck. Definitely. So if you haven't got a copy of this and you love stuff like this, definitely go grab it. And that's 36 minutes, and I think, have I got any live stuff? I probably have, but I don't want to bore you with it. Yeah, not much has happened. Work is work. Working stupid shifts. The solar panels are in. My electric bill's gone up. Explain that one to me. Yeah. Yeah, I've already mentioned it a couple of times through the video, but I did meet up with Shell from Cheesecake and Cross Stitch. We had stunning afternoon, sat outside a pub just drinking and talking, drinking soft drinks because I was driving and she was driving. But yeah, we had a lovely day just chilling by the river and talking about all things cross stitch and just life, and it was lovely. And hopefully we're going to go see the St Pagan's Museum at some point when we can organise our shit to go and meet up and do that. Yeah, I'm going to go meet some people next week, but I'm not going to tell you till my next video, so I will leave you on that note, and with that I will say adieu, goodbye, adios, all the goodbyes, happy stitching, see you soon, take care, bye folks.